Ashlee Jenae's family. They got caught lying. Now this happens. Let's talk about it. Welcome to the show. Be sure to give the video a thumbs up. Subscribe to the channel if you're new. Let's start the conversation. If I ask you a question and I say, hey man, did you enjoy the party? Did you make sure and eat? And you say, yes, I enjoyed myself at the party. You answered both questions. If you get pulled over by the police and the police say, were you just at the gas station and did you hear a shooting? And you say, yes, I was at the gas station. You answered both questions. Yesterday we did a powerful live stream. We caught the family in a lie. As soon as the live ended, all of a sudden, I start seeing a plethora of comments from what appears to be crisis actors that are saying, oh, the family, they only answered one part of the question. They didn't answer the other part. You're just misunderstanding. You're wrong. No, you don't understand basic English. Again, if I had a celebration at my house and I walk up to you and I say, did you have a good time? And did you enjoy the food? And you say, yes, I had a wonderful time. You answered both questions. There's no, oh, I enjoyed myself, but I didn't enjoy your food. That don't make no sense. I'm trying to figure out, did everybody graduate high school? Do we have reading and comprehension skills? Do we understand what questioning means? Another key factor, if the family was asked a question in regards to, did Joe go and ask for their daughter's hand in marriage? If the question was asked, and for whatever reason, they also asked them about, did you meet him? And the family asks yes. They're answering both questions. Do you understand that? Why is it so hard for you folks to understand? So I'm under the assumption right now that it could be possible that the family may have hired, or Joe, allegedly, may have hired crisis actors to infiltrate my comment section because I've uncovered their dark secrets. You understand? We have to understand basic English, guys. Some people are trying to protect the family right now. They're trying to protect Joe. They know that I am exposing the lies, and they're trying to discredit, suppress, and make you, the viewer, not use critical thinking. I showed you clear evidence that the family lied. I'm going to play the tape again, and then I'm going to read some of these comments and kind of go into what people are saying. Because a lot of people, man, are being sent Ashlee was murdered. And rather than people focus on the truth, they're more upset with me for speaking the truth. But let me go back to this tape that we heard yesterday.
She's from. I've seen Miami and Oregon. She moved there when she was older, but she was raised and graduated from school in South Jersey. And today I spoke with her family in Delaware, and her other family lives in Jersey still.
Y'all didn't, oh my goodness. Let's unpack this mess. This is a whole mess. One big mess. Let me break this down.
Hasn't been completed. There's also been some questions about where Ashlee is from. I've seen Miami and Oregon. She moved there when she was older, but she was raised and graduated from school in South Jersey. And today I spoke with her family in Delaware, and her other family lives in Jersey still.
Let's stop there. Besides the murder and the death of Ashlee, we got to find out where she came from. After doing a little more digging, I wanted to know more about the mom. I wanted to know what her mother was into. Come to find out, this couple, I'm talking about the mother and the father, they're not even together. The mom went off to marry a white man. And based on the information I got, she had more kids by the white man. Which means this is where Ashlee developed her preference for white men. She was surrounded by this because of her mother. Dad wasn't around. Dad was busy with another woman. So we're talking about a situation of a broken home. But now all of a sudden, because Ashlee dead, you got mom and dad coming out of the woodworks like they're this loving couple. No. Dad found love in another woman. Mom found love in another man. And this is where Ashlee pretty much made her choice on what kind of men she want to be with. She don't want men like her dad because she didn't really have a relationship with him. Facts. She had more of a relationship with her stepdad, the white man, and he treated her better than her biological father. I wanted to throw that out there because in order for us to understand Ashlee, we got to understand the mom. The mom understand why her daughter was with Joe. And the mom approved of Joe because she knew that's her preference too. She wanted her daughter to get with a successful white man. Do you understand? The father most likely didn't approve of it. And this is why Ashlee never had a real good relationship with her dad. He never approved of it. Just like the marriage between the dad and the mom fell apart. It was a messy relationship full of nonsense and madness. And what we're seeing with Joe and Ashlee is a repeat of history where the same drama that went down with the mom and dad, it affected Ashlee too. The same way the mom was jealous of her husband, the black man at the time, before he went off with that other woman. She said, you know what? I'm going to go find me a white man. A man that's going to treat me like a real queen. Ashlee was raised in that dysfunctional household. We're not talking about a loving, safe environment. Ashlee went out there, lived her own life, got successful, found a man that she thought was a good man. But what she ended up with is a man just like her daddy. A man who left her mom for another woman. Do you see that? This is why when you look at the video, when you look at the tape, they tried to put the father and the mother in the middle to make it look like they're a couple for the interview. But they're not a couple. They don't even talk with one another. It's all staged. Because the mother married the white man and had 3 kids based on what my findings show. I'm not going to put the images on the screen, but I saw the tapes. Do you understand? So, if she end up with these other kids, then that would mean that the separation between her and Ashlee's father happened when they were younger. Do you see that? So Ashlee may have been raised in a household where her biological father was not there. I told you from last night's show, I don't trust that family. I showed you guys the lies, the discrepancies. Rather than you use your brain, you busy criticizing me. And I don't care. You can have opinions. But let's not gaslight. Let's not act like you don't know right from wrong. Again, I ask you the question. If I had a party at my house and I walk up to you and I ask, did you enjoy yourself at the party? And did you meet my wife? Yes, I met your wife. You answered both questions. If I ask you, did you enjoy the food? And were you able to meet celebrities at the gathering? Yes, had a wonderful time, had a blast. You answered both questions. But for some reason, when I showed you guys the facts, you're busy telling me, oh, the family, they just said, yeah, we met Joe. They didn't answer the other question about asking for her hand in marriage. Bro, when you listen to the tapes, they said yes. Then they said, and we met Joe. How clear could that get? Why people are ignoring clear facts? Why would you say yes and then say we met Joe already before he proposed? How much they paying you? And I'm talking to the crisis actors that may have been hired allegedly by Joe or the family. Because with AI, you can go to websites, pay a fee, and program bots to go to somebody's show and post and spam comments, asking ridiculous, crazy questions, gaslighting to trip up the viewers. So rather than you listen to the truth, you're busy questioning me like I did something wrong. I'm going to go back to the tape so you can hear it. Because I don't like liars. And once I catch you in a lie, I'm exposing the lie. Let's go back to the tapes. Hit that like button.
There's also been some questions about her relationship. So the family says that they have been together for about a year, year and a half. The family actually says that he spent Thanksgiving with them. However, they say that he did not ask for her hand in marriage.
Whoa. The family said Joe spent Thanksgiving with them. He spent Thanksgiving with them. So they already met Joe. The family already was around Joe. Joe stayed with the family. But now here's the kicker. Ashlee's mom married a white man. So how or which house were they at? Were they at the white man's house or were they at the black man's house? Because there's a stepdad and a biological dad. So which house were they at? Do you understand? Because they said they stayed with the family. So are they all living in one house? What is this, some sort of swinger club? What do they got going on? Where they live at? How could you be at two separate families' houses at the same time? So it could have been that Joe visit the stepdad's house where the mom lived and stayed there. Or he stayed by the father house, but I doubt it. You understand? Joe asked the family for their daughter's hand in marriage. He either asked the mom or the dad. That was confirmed. Do you understand? Let's get back to the tape.
Proposal was a surprise to them. However, they say that he did not ask for her hand in marriage, so the proposal was a surprise to them. However, they say that he did not ask for her hand in marriage, so the proposal was a surprise to them.
Did you guys meet him before this trip, or did he ask you for her hand in marriage
Listen.
before proposing?
Yes. We have met him.
Yes, we have met him. How clear is that? Yes, we have met him. Yes, we have met him. But you got these crisis actors pulling up to my show saying, they only answered one question. You got it wrong. You're misunderstanding it. You messed up. No. You're just in denial because they got caught. Yes. Yes. He asked for her hand in marriage. Yes. And we met him. Yeah. How clear is that? But you know, this is why Ashlee's family was able to get away with robbing you guys on the GoFundMe. They didn't even go to Africa. I thought they told you they need this money to travel. They didn't go out there. If they went out there, why the body was sent back to the United States? Shouldn't they be in Africa? Shouldn't they be at that hotel? Shouldn't they be getting the footage? Shouldn't they be raising hell for their daughter? Ashlee's mom and dad don't even like each other. If they did, they would still be married. She went off to go get with the white man. The father went and go find some new cooch. They don't like each other. But for the cameras, they'll buck dance for you.
However, they say that he did not ask for her hand in marriage, so the proposal was a surprise to them.
Did you guys meet him before this trip, or did he ask you for her hand in marriage before proposing?
Yes. We have met him. Yes.
However,
Let me rewind this back. Let me shout out the super chats. Let's see what we got. Shout out to Caramel, Kimmy Kim for the $50 support. Appreciate you sponsoring the show. Again, if my voice sounds crazy, I'm under the weather, a little cold. It is what it is. Nonetheless, work got to get done, right? You says, let's hit the like button. Ringo TV gang. You can't get this You can't get this entertainment anywhere on these YouTube streets. Best content creator ever. Appreciate the support. Appreciate the love. Again, if you're new, hit that like button. Subscribe to the channel. Tell a friend. Over here, we provide the best commentary in regards to the case of Ashlee Jenae. Her family lied. I put this out there. People mad. Crisis actors are coming to the platform, flooding my comment sections, telling me a bunch of nonsense, gaslighting, like they don't understand that the family got caught. Let's rewind this thing back. I'm going to continue to cook. Let's go.
The proposal was a surprise to them. However, they say that he did not ask for her hand in marriage, so the proposal was a surprise to them.
Did you guys?
She was paid to literally try to make it seem like they're not, like the information. They're trying to clean up the information. That's what they're doing.
Meet him before this trip, or did he ask you for her hand in marriage before proposing?
Yes. We have money. Yes.
However,
Yes. Yes. He asked for her hand in marriage. Yes. We met him. Yes. But people want to come into my comments and act like they don't understand. And you notice this, guys. All of the crisis actors, they came after the live stream ended. While the stream was going, nobody was saying these things. Nobody was like, well, that's not what it was. You got it wrong. No, I ain't get nothing wrong. I got it 100% right. You're just mad because I am the one who uncovered the truth by exposing the lies. And none of these YouTubers were able to find this info, including her.
they say that he did not ask for her hand in marriage, so the proposal was a surprise to them.
Did you guys meet him before this trip, or did he ask you for her hand in marriage before proposing?
Yes. We have money. Yes.
However, they say
No, he did not. Listen, the mother met Joe, and Joe asked for her daughter's hand in marriage. If you look at the father looked confused. The father's like, look at the tapes. Remember what I told you about body language. Body language.
they say that he did not ask for her hand in marriage, so the proposal was a surprise to them.
Did you guys meet him before this trip, or did he ask you for her hand in marriage before proposing?
Yes. We have money. Yes.
However, they say that he did not ask for her hand in marriage, so the proposal was a surprise to them.
Did you guys meet him before this trip, or did he ask you for her hand in marriage before proposing?
Yes. We have money. Yes.
However, they say that he did not ask for her hand in marriage, so the proposal was a surprise to them.
Did you guys meet him before this trip, or did he ask you for her hand in marriage before proposing?
Yes. We have money. Yes.
But the family says they really believed that the two.
Come on now. How much more are people going to be in denial? How much more? Does this make any sense? It makes no sense at all. The family lied, and it's very clear. So all these comments of people like, oh, you got it wrong, you don't know, they throwing insults. Let me tell you something, fam. When you come into my comment section and you start to insult me, you start to call me names, you already lost the argument. Because name calling, insulting people, that does not make you right. It means that you're frustrated that I was able to uncover the truth. And you're angry that I'm able to reach the viewers to show them that the family is full of shit. I'm not here to play games, y'all. When I do my reporting of these type of stories, I am thorough with what I talk about. The mother has a preference for white men. So when she learned that her daughter found Joe like mother. Listen, the daughter and the mom, they're the same. Like mother, like daughter. Same thing. The mother was excited to hear that she got Joe. Like, wow, my daughter is following in my footsteps. Excellent work. So who do you think Joe popped the question to in terms of one, the daughter, hand in marriage? To the mom. That's why the mom was the one that mainly answered the question. The father was reluctant to answer. He was hesitant to answer. And then he was like, yeah, I met him. Yeah, I did. Watch this.
Truly in love. But one of the main things the family wants to get across is that they don't think Ashlee
Hold on.
would ever hurt herself.
Let me rewind it back so you can see it again. Rewind it back. Make sure you guys hit that like button. Let's go.
They say that he did not ask for her hand in marriage, so the proposal was a surprise to them.
Did you guys meet him before this trip, or did he ask you for her hand in marriage before proposing?
Yes, we have met him. Yes.
However, they say that he...
Guys, look at the father's facial expression. Look at the father's facial expression. That man is just going with the flow. Do you understand? He was not in the daughter's life the way he's portraying himself to be. He was an absentee father, a bum who was not there. Want me to tell you who was there? The white man. The white man was the real father. The white man was the provider. He took care of the mom. I don't care what nobody say. That woman was being provided for by that man. And the daughter saw it and grew to love this man. This is the man that she looked up to. Trust and believe that. Yeah, that's the biological. But this is her father. So much so that Ashlee grew to the point where she was like, look, I love my stepdad so much so that she said, you know what? I want a white man like my mom. And she found him. But what she didn't know is that the white man she found was like her daddy that did her mom dirty. And the same thing that her mom experienced from her biological dad, Ashlee experienced it when Joe got caught and Ashlee learned the truth that Joe was allegedly messing around with another woman or multiple women. And it was exposed and she lost her cool. Just like her mama did when the mama found out that her biological father had that other woman on the side. I'm putting this all together. I'm not leaving no stone unturned. Hit that like button.
They have been together for about a year and a half. The family actually says that he's...
Look, watch this, man. Let me show you this right now. You see this image? This is the image. Now let me break this down for y'all. Give me a minute. Watch this. Telepathically, I'm sending out thoughts. I'm giving you the answer. What do you see? What do you see? Somebody put the answer. I sent it out to you already. What do you see? What do you see? Somebody know it. Put it in the chat. What do you see? What do you see? It's in your brain. Say it. Post it. Put it in the comments. What do you see? What do you see? What are we waiting for? What do you see? Use your brain, people. What do you see? Let's see who's smart. Let's see who's intelligent. It's right there in your face. What you see is a father and a daughter. This is her trying to mimic her mom's relationship to the white man. This is not the pose of a woman and her man. This is the pose of a baby girl with her daddy. Open your eyes and see the truth. This is a girl with her daddy relationship. That man became a father to her. That's the type of picture that a girl take with her father. Sticking out her tongue, putting her fingers like this, hugging him like that. That is a daddy-daughter picture.
About a year and a half. The family actually says that he spent Thanksgiving with them. However, they say that he did not ask for her hand in marriage, so the proposal was a surprise to them. However, they say that he did not ask for her hand in marriage, so the proposal...
Why? Why is this news reporter saying that, oh, Joe didn't ask for the hand in marriage? You know why she's saying that? Because they're trying to clean up what happened with TMZ. They're trying to clean up what went down with TMZ. They know that when the family was asked by TMZ, did Joe ask for your daughter hand in marriage? Yes, we met him. Then they got her to try to clean it up by saying, no, Joe never asked for her hand in marriage. It's too late. We're already exposing the truth. Only on Ringo TV will you get this info. All these other YouTubers are just lying, distorting information. None of them making no sense. When you come here, I'm breaking everything down.
Was a surprise to them. However, they say that he did not ask for her hand in marriage, so the proposal was a surprise.
What is the significance of her even making this statement? Why would she even make this statement? Because she already know what went down at TMZ. And she's working with the family. Why would she even make that point? What is that doing for the case?
To them.
Did you guys meet him before this trip, or did he ask you for her hand in marriage before proposing?
Yes. We have met. Yes.
However, they say
if Joe met the biological mother and the biological father, that would mean that Joe went to 2 different houses and spent time there. This family knows Joe. Ashlee only been with this man for about a year. A year. Joe spent Thanksgiving with them. Most likely Christmas too.
He did not ask for her hand in marriage, so the proposal was a surprise to them.
No. She's trying to paint it as if though the family was surprised by the proposal. The family already knew about the proposal, guys, because the proposal that you guys got on social media, that was for social media. The family already knew about it because Joe already proposed to her already. They already met him. Do you understand that? When they did all of that stuff out in Africa, that was for Ashlee's social media page. The family already knew about Joe. Joe already proposed to Ashlee. Ashlee already had a ring. It was all staged and set up.
Did you guys meet him before this trip, or did he ask you for her hand in marriage before proposing?
Yes, we have money.
Yes. However,
Notice
they
this.
say that he
Watch this. Watch this. Look at this, guys. Let me put this thing back here. I'm going to make you look at the white man now. Watch this. Because people are playing games. You ain't going to try to take away this truth that I put out there. I do my research. I do my homework. Let's go.
Hand in marriage before proposing?
Yes, we have money.
Yes. However, they say
Why the white man didn't say nothing? The white man did not say nothing. He just stayed there quiet. Look at the facial expressions. Look at the body language.
Before proposing?
Yes, we have money.
Yes. However, they say that he did not ask for her hand in marriage, so the proposal was a surprise to them.
Did you guys meet him before this trip, or did he ask you for her hand in marriage before proposing?
Yes, we have money.
Yes. However, they say that he did not ask.
The father's new wife, she's nodding her head. The father nodding his head. Ashlee's mom saying, yeah. The white man not saying nothing. So what's really going on? I'll tell you what's going on. Joe, watch this. Joe went to the father's house, and the mom went there too. The white stepdaddy was not there. He didn't even nod his head. He didn't even say, yeah, I met Joe. Seems like a good guy. He was just like this. Does that make sense? If you met somebody, you would be like, yeah, I met him. Cool guy. You know, it's just like sometimes some of you fathers, your daughter might be dating some dude, and you know how us fathers are. We don't like none of these knuckleheads. I don't care who he is. I don't like him, right? And then your daughter might bring him home. Hey, Dad, it's my boyfriend. And you be like, but then when you meet the young man, he might be a cool young man. You know what I mean? He might be cool. But I don't see that with the white man. The white man never acknowledged that he met Joe. Why? That's a red flag. You got to pay attention. Let's go.
For her hand in marriage, so the proposal was a surprise to them.
Did you guys meet him before this trip, or did he ask you for her hand in marriage before proposing?
Yes, we have money.
Yes. But the family says they really believed that the two were truly in love. But one of the main things the family wants.
They were not in love. Ashlee and Joe were not in love. Ashlee was murdered. Joe is a suspect. That's not love. If Ashlee loved Joe, why would Ashlee take herself out? No. Joe didn't love Ashlee. Based on what I'm seeing, Ashlee had more feelings for Joe. Ashlee's heart was broken when she found out that Joe was allegedly cheating on her while she's celebrating her birthday. Do you understand that? Joe, once Ashlee was dead, stopped communicating with the family. That is not love. Where are the videos of Joe mourning the loss of his fiance? Baby, please, why you did that to yourself? Why you hurt yourself for? Why did you do this to yourself? We had all these plans for marriage. How could she do this? My baby. Wow. He never loved her. He never did. He's guilty. If a man loves a woman, he would shed a tear. He would cry. Where's the empathy for Ashlee from Joe? How come Joe didn't communicate with the dad and the mom once she passed? He lied to the mother and said, Ashlee is good. We're taking her to the hospital. Because he know what he did. He know what he did. And here I am putting out this truth. You got 300 people in the building. We missing 150 likes. Why the likes are not liking? You ain't getting this content nowhere else. Everybody else is playing on these YouTube streets. I'm the only one doing this investigative news reporting. Let's go.
Get across is that they don't think Ashlee would ever hurt herself. They say she was happy and excited for this next stage of life. They also say that throughout this entire trip, they have been talking to her and that she was in good spirits.
The entire trip, the parents are claiming that they've been speaking with Ashlee. So what went wrong? What happened? If the family was in communication with their daughter, how did she end up dead? And why is it that the family claimed that Ashlee called them to say, yeah, me and Joe got into a fight? How come Ashlee didn't tell her mom why they were fighting? We're waiting for Joe to tell us the story. Why Ashlee didn't tell her mom the story?
There's also been some questions about the timeline, and that's because it's really not clear. The family says that they actually didn't even learn about Ashlee's death from the fiance. They learned about it from the hotel staff who called the mother to notify her. Then when
That's a lie. Too much editing. Too much cut, copy, paste. One particular story, the family is like, look, Joe contacted us to tell us that Ashlee is good. So what's going on? This reporter said that Joe didn't tell them nothing. Somebody's lying, guys.
father says that he asked the fiance, why did you wait so long to tell us? Because this was 11 hours reportedly after, according to the parents. They say that the fiance said he had just found out. However, the hotel told the family that they found out about Ashlee's death from the fiance.
The hotel is telling the family, we found out about Ashlee from Joe. Somebody's lying, guys.
5 hours prior. If you guys have any other questions, feel free to reach out to me. I am going to be staying on top of this.
Don't reach out to her. I don't trust her either. I don't trust her. I think she have a bad attitude. And for a journalist, you suck. I don't like you. Because number one, you're making it seem like because you work in media that you're more qualified to speak. No. Anybody can speak. If I'm a witness to a shooting and I saw who did it, it doesn't matter how many FBI guys are there, how many officers are there, how many news media are there. I'm the most important piece to the puzzle because I saw it. First-hand knowledge. So all of your training, all of your expertise don't mean nothing because I saw what happened and I got it on video.
Make sure you watch out for the sources that you are getting your information from because this is a family dealing with a tragedy and all of the misinformation.
If the family is dealing with a tragedy, why they didn't go to Africa themselves? Why the mother and the father, the white man and the new wife, how come they didn't fly down to Africa? They didn't go. They did not go, guys. The money that you guys sent, they using that to pay their bills.
Information is just making things worse for them. Bye, guys. Thanks for listening and be safe. Rest in peace to Ashlee Robinson.
Wow. Absolutely crazy.
Hey guys, so I want to provide you a quick update on the death of Ashlee Robinson, better known as Ashlee Jenae on social media. I have been in continuous contact with her family, and right now they are anxiously waiting for the results.
That is an old photo. Old. Do you understand? Old photos. How come they don't got new photos? New photos of Ashlee and her father. All these old childhood pictures. Nobody don't want to see that.
The autopsy. They say that they were told that the autopsy was completed on Tuesday. They were expecting it earlier this week, and they just do not know what the holdup is.
They got the body. So what's good with this autopsy? If the body is back in the United States, what's the autopsy results? What's going on?
But they're waiting before they do anything else to first get those results. And the family says throughout this entire process, they haven't heard from Joe again. The last I told you was that he was being questioned by police and they have confiscated his passport. I want to be clear that this does not mean he's a suspect or in police custody and being detained. This just means that they are continuing their investigation and questioning him is a part of it. And I also want to give some more information about the timeline and Ashlee being found after watching police's press conference. So they say that a room attendant went to check on Ashlee around 7:30 p.m. and this is just kind of normal procedure to make sure that guests don't need anything.
She's reading from a teleprompter. That woman is reading from a teleprompter, gang. Facts. There's a teleprompter in front of her. I can tell by the body language. You see how you see me on camera? I'm being real, passionate. It's coming from the heart. This woman is reading from a teleprompter.
At that time, the room attendant told police that Ashlee said that she was fine. She won't need anything until about 20 minutes, so to come back. But she did ask the room attendant reportedly for a phone charger. They gave her the phone charger and then returned about 20 minutes later. The room attendant told police
she's reading from a teleprompter. None of this is coming from her heart. Fake. Script. Somebody gave us this. Listen, they gave her this to say. This is not coming from her heart. This is not coming from her soul. She's reading. Look at her eye contact. She's looking at the teleprompter. Do you see that, guys? Only on Ringo TV will you get the truth. You can't trust her. She's reading from a teleprompter. I'm speaking directly to you guys, right into that little old camera. Straight up. And you don't see my eyes blinking every single second like her. Look at her eyes blinking.
The lights in the villa were off and they did not get an answer from Ashlee. So that's when they used an emergency key card to enter and then found her. And I also want to clear up right now, there's a video on social media circulating that claims to show the moments Ashlee and Joe were arguing, and it's absolutely fake. As of right now, the resort where police have not released any surveillance footage, and this is what the family has been required.
I tell you, man, this is why, guys, you have to have critical listening skills. You have to do your own investigative research and stop listening to these people that read off teleprompters. Reading off of a teleprompter is the equivalent of acting. It's the equivalent of I'm on set and, the director come, he give me the script, and it's like, okay, lights, camera, action, and I just do my part. News reporters are trained to read off teleprompters. That's what she's doing. She's reading a teleprompter, guys. This is not coming from her soul. She's not speaking to you straight like me. I'm under the weather. And I'm doing a better job than this woman. And she's trained. I'm just being real with you. And I've been doing content since 2006. I've been in front of cameras more than this woman who's extremely arrogant. Do you understand me? She's an arrogant woman who think she's above other people. Listen.
Again, guys, be very, very careful about the information you are consuming because a lot of it is misinformation. And those who are not journalists that are reporting on this case are just getting the information from us and regurgitating it. And also
getting the information from us. Woman, I ain't getting nothing from you. You ain't nobody to me. Do you understand me? I've been on YouTube longer than you've been in your damn career. Do you understand me? I'm a 48-year young man, woman, and I've been doing this longer than you. Way more experience, way more seasoned. But you're online talking about, oh, be careful who you're listening to because, they're just getting all the information from us. From us? Who's us? I thought you're the reporter. Who is us? She's talking about the machine who gave her the script to speak for that family. Let's rewind it back. Let's go. Hit the like button.
And then found her. And I also want to clear up right now, there's a video on social media circulating that claims to show the moments Ashlee and Joe were arguing, and it's absolutely fake. As of right now, the resort or police have not released any surveillance footage, and this is what the family has been requesting. Again, guys, be very, very careful about the information you are consuming because a lot of it is misinformation. And those who are not journalists that are reporting on this case.
Those who are not journalists. What is that to do? In other words, don't listen to nobody but me. That's what she's saying. In other words, anybody else who have a platform, anybody that's speaking on the story, don't listen to them. That's what she's saying. She's trying to program you to only listen to her. Do you see that? That's crazy.
Or just getting the information from us and regurgitating it and also adding some facts in that are not facts and not true.
How could someone add facts in that are not facts and that are not true? That don't make no sense. I'm telling you guys, don't trust this woman. Look at her eyes, guys. Look at the eyes. She's a liar. Look at the eyes. It's the gateway to the soul. She's lying. She's lying about everything.
One more thing, my page is a safe place. So if you are going to write any negative comments about someone who knows.
On her page, you're not allowed to post negative comments. You're not allowed to have your own brain. You're not allowed to criticize. You're not allowed to do nothing. On her page, she will block you.
Longer is here, you are going to be reported, blocked, and your comment is going to be deleted, okay? Because the family, they are seeing these comments and they took their time out to speak with me directly, face to face, welcomed me into their home. So I am just not going to allow that to happen.
How could a family welcome you into their home if the mother and the father are separated and got their own marriages? How could they let you in their home? So you were at two houses doing an interview. I only seen one. So who house did that interview take place at? Because she said the family let them into their home. Okay, which home? The white man home or the black man home? Because when they did the interview, they were at somebody's home. So whose home was that? Because it wasn't the family's home. It was somebody else's home.
Happen on my platform. Right now, we are just waiting for those autopsy results. And as soon as the family gives me...
Where's the autopsy results, reporter? Where is it? Because we don't need autopsy reports to know the truth. Ashlee was murdered. Joe was the last man that was with her. He's a suspect. Not only that, the people who found Ashlee, the management, the staff at the hotel, They used an emergency key to go in her room. Why they in her room, guys? If I'm in a hotel, nobody should be in that room unless it's time for me to check out. You know when you go to a hotel and you got to be out by 10 a.m., 11 a.m., you got to be out the room. Okay, if it's 11 a.m. and I'm supposed to be out, I better be out. Because if what not, the people that's going to come in to clean the room, they coming in. But before that, they're not supposed to be in that room. Nobody should be in that room.
Go to share it, I will bring it to you. Bye, guys. If you have any other questions or something that I missed, let me know in the comments, and I'll try to my best ability to answer them.
I won't trust nothing she say. Nothing she say, guys. I do not trust this woman at all. I don't trust her. Because she's protecting the family. How come this reporter is not seeking out Joe? How come that reporter is not at Joe's house? So you gonna tell me no news reporter know where Joe live? Nobody knows, right? Out of all these places, out of all these families you visited, you ain't visit the home of the man that was with her. Come on now. Use your brain, people. Anytime a crime take place, reporters be at the people's house. Would you like to give a word to the public? No comment. They don't want to answer, guys. That's what's going on. I don't trust these people, fam. They did Ashlee dirty, man. The media is doing Ashlee dirty because nobody's pressing Joe. Joe is out there living his best life right now. Joe is chilling. Probably got a new woman. Joe is probably back at the States right now, having a great old time, you know? It's sad, man. Let me look at some of these comments. Give me a minute. Look at some of these comments under the video that I made. See some of these comments. Let me see. What do we got here? Okay. Let me go here. Look at some of these comments. Make sure you hit the like button. Hit that like button. If you're new to the channel, subscribe. Alrighty. Let me see what we got. Let me see. Because a lot of people were coming into the comments and they accusing me like I did something wrong. It don't make no sense. I exposed the truth. You know? Somebody says, where is the actual interview of the mom or dad saying Joe did not tell them about proposing to Ashlee? No matter how many times it's replayed, it's still third-party information. See, those people that comment like that, those are crisis actors. They're paid to come into the comments and post madness. The reporter was interviewing the family. Why would she now say whatever? It don't make no sense. They're saying, where's the interview? Go find the interview. The interview got to be out there. Maybe I'll look for it and I'll share it. But other than that, a lot of times when they have interviews and they post them to social media, they don't put everything out there. They clip, they edit, and they keep the key points for public consumption. and other things that they might feel isn't necessary, they cut that out of the interview when publishing to social media. But what we do got is what TMZ put out there. And when TMZ put that out there, the truth was revealed. Joe pretty much asked the family for Ashlee's hand in marriage. And he proposed. And the family was excited about it. They already knew. So now when they went to the trip, they reenact the proposal next to lions and tigers and giraffes and zebras to make it look like a fantasy, guys. The family already knew. They already knew. They were not surprised. They were not surprised. Because here's the thing. Watch this. If they already met Joe and Joe spent time with them for Thanksgiving, he also spent time for Christmas. He also spent time on New Year's. Do you understand me? So they already knew they were going to get married. It would be disrespectful. It would be disrespectful if Joe just popped the question proposing to Ashlee if he didn't get the blessing from the father and the mother. It would be disrespectful because we need to know if the parents approve of this relationship. Do you understand me? Even though they're adults, they can make their own choices. All I'm saying, traditionally, it is always a good thing if a daughter has some boyfriend, whatever, to make sure that the parents is able to look at the file on that guy to know if he's a good man. I know how I am as a man. And if any of my daughters had some dude, I need to know who this dude is. I need to know what this dude is about. You coming around my baby girls? Bro, you better be on point. Better. Because I'm going to make sure. Because I ain't playing with none of these idiots out here. You understand me? We need those fathers of old that kick ass. Those fathers that have a shotgun when these damn ninjas come around their baby girls. Talking about, oh yeah, this is my girlfriend. Girlfriend? First of all, do you got a damn job? Did you graduate high school? And you better not be hitting on my daughter. Because I'm telling you, you're going to see me. Real talk. So how could this dude propose to Ashlee and the father and the mom don't know? How? He would have to meet dad. Hey, sir, my name is such and such and such. I would like to take your daughter to be my wife. I just need your blessing. I really love her. I promise to take care of her. If there's anything you guys want to ask me, you could just ask me. I'm an open book. You know, no criminal history, no nothing. I don't abuse women, none of that type of stuff. If you guys disapprove of me, then it is what it is. Listen, he had to go through that before that proposal. That proposal was for the internet. If you look at Ashlee's videos, it looked fake. It looked like AI. Matter of fact, I would go as far to say Ashlee's videos on Instagram with Joe walking when he get on his knee, that's AI. That's AI generated, gang. I'm a video producer, graphic artist. I know AI when I see it. It's AI. It's most likely some sort of service that you could probably pay for out there, and you're able to get those kind of videos. I believe somebody else made a video and published it where they had similar videos. And it's like at that resort, you can pay a fee and they can make these fairy tale type videos to make it look like you're all in love, and it's for the woman. So Joe did that for Ashlee for social media. But Ashlee found out that Joe was allegedly cheating. Probably caught him. Ashlee probably caught Joe smashing some woman and flip. That's what happened. So, that being said, gang, we're going to get up on out of here. I got to go fix some tea, get something to eat, and do what I got to do. I'll be back on later again for my late night stream. You know how we do, right? But, yeah, man. Don't let the crisis actors confuse you folks when you view my content. Because they're trying, it's either Joe or the family who is sending the crisis actors. They're the ones that's most likely sending them to my page to post dumb comments. Again, before we close, I'm going to say this again. Give me a minute. If I'm having a barbecue, a cookout, or as they would say in North Carolina, put something on the grill, and I invite 1,000 people at the house, and I ask you, did you eat and did you enjoy yourself at the party? And you say, yes, I enjoyed myself at the gathering. You answered both questions. Let's not play dumb. Stop coming into my comments saying, oh, the family said they met Joe. They didn't answer that he asked for the daughter's hand in marriage. I'm like, listen, people playing dumb. The mother said yes. The father said yes. Then they said, we met Joe. Let me play it again. Let me go back and play it again before we get up on out of here so that nobody's deceived. Because I don't lie. I don't make up stories. We don't do that over here. Let's go.
So the family says that they have been together for about a year and a half.
Hold on.
Ashlee is okay.
Hold on. Let me see. That's one of my videos that's playing. I don't know how the heck that got on, but let's find it. Turn down the volume. Oh, here we go. Let's get this down. Boom. Okay. Let's go.
Thanksgiving with them. However, they say that he did not ask for her hand in marriage, so the proposal was a surprise to them. However, they say that he did not ask for her hand in marriage, so the proposal was a surprise to them. However, they say that he did not ask for her hand in marriage, so the proposal was a surprise to them.
Did you guys meet him before this trip, or did he ask you for her hand in marriage before proposing?
Yes. We have met him. Yes.
However,
yes, we have met him. They answered both questions. Let's not play dumb.
they say that he did not ask for her hand in marriage, so the proposal was a surprise to them.
Did you guys meet him before this trip, or did he ask you for her hand in marriage before proposing?
Yes. We have met him. Yes.
However, they say that he did not ask for her hand in marriage, so the proposal was a surprise to them.
Did you guys meet him before this trip, or did he ask you for her hand in marriage before proposing?
Yes. We have met him. Yes.
However, they say that he didn't.
Her job is to clean up what happened at TMZ, to try to paint the picture that Joe never asked for the daughter's hand in marriage. So it could look like the family was surprised by the engagement. That's her job, to lie. Do you understand?
Not ask for her hand in marriage, so the proposal was a surprise to them.
Did you guys meet him before this trip, or did he ask you for her hand in marriage before proposing?
Yes, we have money. Yes.
But the family says they really believed that the two were truly in love.
Do you see that? So, based off the tapes, the family answered both questions. Let's not play dumb. Let's stop with the shenanigans, the gaslighting, all that goofy stuff. You know good and well what the English language is about. So let's not play no games. Again, if a cop stop you and say, did you witness the crime? And were you at the gas station? And you say, yes, I was at the gas station. You answered both questions. Let's not be dumb. Furthermore, if we want to play those games that you're playing, why the family didn't clarify by saying, no, Joe never asked for our daughter's hand in marriage, but we did meet him. Why they didn't say that? Do you see that? They already answered the question. Because Joe asked the parents for their daughter's hand in marriage already. They already did. Because they met him. And they met him many times. And I can guarantee you, the mother know more about Joe than the father. So continue with the crisis actors. Continue to play these little games. We're going to continue to keep the people updated with this truth. So that being said, guys, rate, comment, and subscribe. I'll catch you on the next video stream. Hit the like button. Let everybody know about the platform. And that's about it. Peace and blessings to everybody in the chat. Caramel Kimmy Kim, Forever Studios. If you're newly subscribed, let us know in the comments. I'll catch you later on. I got to go get some tea and take care of this cold that I got. I'm out, y'all. Y'all take care. Peace.